What if the greatest hero of the ancient world didn't survive by strength alone? What if every impossible escape, every brilliant plan, and the final return to a kingdom in ruins was quietly orchestrated by a goddess who never swung a sword in the open? In Homer's Odyssey, Odysseus endures monsters, witches, storms, and the endless wrath of Poseidon. But he does not walk alone. Standing in the shadows, and sometimes stepping into the light, is Athena, daughter of Zeus, goddess of wisdom, strategy, and heroic craft. She doesn't rage like the sea. She doesn't fight like Ares, Athena thinks. And in this epic, her thinking is the real weapon that brings a broken hero home. Today we're diving deep into Athena's true role in the Odyssey, not as a side character, but as the master strategist who shaped every major turn of the story. If you love Greek mythology that goes beyond the surface, stay with me. Athena is no ordinary Olympian. Born fully armed from Zeus's head, she embodies sharp intelligence and disciplined power. She has little patience for brute force or chaos. What she loves is metis, cunning, crafty, far-seeing intelligence. Odysseus is the living embodiment of that quality. He built the Trojan horse. He outwitted the Cyclops. He survived Circe and the Sirens not with muscle, but with cleverness and self-control. Athena sees herself in him. That's why she becomes his fiercest advocate among the gods. At the very beginning of the story, while other gods debate, Athena stands before Zeus and argues passionately for Odysseus's release from Calypso's island prison after 7 long years. She refuses to let the hero rot in exile. One clever goddess changes the will of the king of the gods. Her plan doesn't start with Odysseus. It starts with his son. In Ithaca, arrogant suitors have taken over the palace, devouring Odysseus's wealth and harassing Penelope. Young Telemachus feels powerless and lost. Then a stranger arrives, Mentes, an old family friend. It is Athena in disguise. She tells Telemachus the truth his heart needs to hear. Your father is alive, and gives him a mission. Call an assembly, stand up to the suitors. Sail to Pylos and Sparta to seek news of Odysseus. In that moment, a boy becomes a man on a quest. Athena doesn't just give advice. She lights a fire that transforms Telemachus. This is the Telemachy, the son's journey that mirrors and prepares for the father's return. Without Athena, it never begins. While Telemachus searches, Athena works across the world to bring the father home. She wins the argument on Olympus. Hermes is dispatched to Calypso with a direct order: release Odysseus. But Poseidon still wants revenge for the blinding of his son. As Odysseus sails away, a deadly storm nearly drowns him. Athena intervenes, guiding him, calming the worst of the waves, and delivering him to the shores of the Phaeacians. There she visits Princess Nausicaa in a dream, sending the girl to the river to wash clothes. When Odysseus, naked and shipwrecked, appears, Athena makes him look taller, stronger, and more godlike, so the princess is not afraid. The Phaeacians welcome him, hear his incredible story, and send him home with gifts and a ship. Every step closer to Ithaca carries Athena's invisible signature. The real genius of Athena appears the moment Odysseus finally touches his homeland. On the beach, she meets him, disguised as a young shepherd. They speak. Then she reveals herself in radiant glory. Together, goddess and hero, they form the plan that will decide everything. She transforms the mighty warrior into a ragged, unrecognizable beggar. She hides the Phaeacian treasures. She tells him exactly who to trust: the loyal swineherd Eumaeus and soon his own grown son, Telemachus. When father and son reunite in secret, they weep. Athena steels their hearts. Now is the time for strategy, not tears. She even makes Penelope more beautiful to keep the suitors distracted and hopeful, buying precious time. Every single move is calculated. Athena is not reacting to events. She is directing the final act like a master playwright. The great hall. Over 100 suitors feast and mock the beggar at their feet. Penelope announces the bow contest, the one challenge that could finally end their siege. With Athena's favor flowing through him, Odysseus strings the great bow with ease. Then the arrows begin to fly. The suitors draw their weapons in panic, but Athena is present. She rises in divine form. She turns their spears and arrows aside. She fills Odysseus, Telemachus, and their 2 loyal servants with unbreakable courage, while striking terror into the hearts of the guilty. The floor runs red, but it is not random slaughter. It is justice delivered with divine precision. Without Athena deflecting weapons and guiding every critical strike, the 4 heroes would have been overwhelmed by sheer numbers. Even after the suitors fall, blood threatens to keep flowing. The families of the dead gather for vengeance. Once again, Athena steps in, this time with Zeus beside her, to stop the cycle of violence. She forces oaths of peace and restores order to Ithaca. Athena does not simply bring Odysseus home. She restores a kingdom, a marriage, a family, and balance itself. She proves that in a world of gods, monsters, and arrogant men, wisdom and strategy will always outlast brute force. Odysseus survives because of his wits. He wins because Athena chose him as her champion. Athena's role in the Odyssey is the hidden thread that ties every triumph together. She is the ultimate mentor, protector, and architect of victory. In myth, and perhaps in our own lives, the sharpest weapon is never the sword. It is the mind guided by wisdom. If this exploration of Greek mythology gave you new insight into the Odyssey, do me a favor. Hit that like button, drop your favorite moment of Athena in the comments, and subscribe for more deep dives into the ancient world. We've got plenty more gods, heroes, and epic stories coming. Thanks for watching. Now go out there and use your own Athena-like strategy to conquer whatever challenges stand in your way.